Hey guys, this is Andrew, and today I'm going to show you how to double slap and double pop. Now in the last slap and pop video I was showing you how to just do a animals as leaders specifically, but what it was focusing on technically is just a single slap and a single pop. So it was something like this that you learned. And even that song, the part that comes later, I didn't show you. And I have a cover of that if you want to check it out. But in the song An Infinite Regression by Animals as Leaders, he actually uses a double slap and a double pop. And this is much harder because on guitar, the spacing isn't that big. So you really have to try to angle your hand a little bit. And getting the double slap and pop all in one string is very difficult, and you kind of have to hug your hand together like this. So first, I'm just going to show you this basic exercise that I've just been kind of repeating over and over and over again to get it down correctly. And what you just do is you just get any note on any string. I would start on the thicker end of the your guitar, just because it's easier to slap and pop on, at least at first. Maybe like the E string or the B string. So you get a note on there, and you just go down slap and then you up slap. Now that I did show you in the last video, but literally all you're doing, it's kind of like a finger pick, just a little more aggressive, and then you're just doing the same thing upwards on the same string. Now as far as this goes, it's from the last lesson, it'd be natural just to go just groups of three, but when you add this middle finger in there, it gets much harder, and that's the kind of exercise we're doing here. So you get that note, and you just do that over and over and over again until you can actually do this technique. And I'll give you a little close-up on my right hand just so you can actually see how it's being done. And the next exercise, naturally, would just be to start crossing strings. And so just get any two-note pattern. I would just do a power chord, like 10 to 12 or something. So you just go. And you just start doing patterns that cross strings. And I mean, that's kind of a natural progression. You just get used to doing that 4 pattern on one string, which is actually much harder to do than there's an infinite regression. The second part, the cool, your thumb and fingers are actually on 2 different strings, so it's a little easier. So when you get used to doing it on one string, it'll help you a little more if you want to learn that song. But so you start doing that all in one string, very difficult, just keep doing it for literally hours. And it's really weird to get used to, which is why it's not usually a guitar technique, which is kind of the reason why it's so unusual to learn. So then you get that technique that you've been doing on one string, and then you just start crossing strings. And you want to try to be able to do this on, try to go with the G string. It's really difficult. And as the things get thinner, sorry, I think I said that weird, as the strings get thinner, it gets harder and harder because there's just less to slap, and you'll have to get much lighter, and it won't be as much as a slap and pop. It'll just kind of be some kind of weird thumb pick technique with light finger picking, just because when you get up there, your fingers start getting caught in the strings, just because it's more difficult. Usually you use it on lower strings anyways. So the next thing that I'm actually going to show you is just the basic pattern that's in An Infinite Regression, those chords that he goes up and down. And each shape follows the pattern. Now, if you really want to learn that song, just look up the tabs and apply these techniques to that and repeat it for hours until you get it down. So what you do, you get a power, the first chord progression starts with a 7 on the B string, to the 9 on the E, and then to the 11 on the A. And then the second chord goes literally just a power chord, so 7, 9, 9. And now what you're doing is you're doing hammer on the low 7, hammer on the 9, down thumb, up thumb, and then you're not hammering on the 11. What you're doing is you're going slap, or sorry, pop with your first finger, and then pop with your second finger. So slowly that would be. And that's basically it for this lesson. So just to kind of go over everything in summary, you just get that any note you want on the low string just because it's easier. And then I would try moving it around. And then next, naturally, you just start crossing strings. And after that, you try working on that animals as leaders and infinite regression part, which is just kind of the same thing, except with some hammer-on. So, and then next, if you're looking for more material to practice, I would literally just learn that song. Now, there's some tabs online that will show you how to do it. So I would just look those up, and I'm just going to kind of run through the chords right now just so you can practice it. Now, so nice and slow is that pattern I showed you first. Goes down to the 9, and then 1 octave up. Next set of strings down to the 10 as the bass here. Up a half step. And then you kind of do this minor chord. 7, 9, 12. But this one you're only bringing down to the 11. Go up to the B string on the 10. And then you're doing the 9 as the high note. So 12 to 9. So. Right, and that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know. I will be doing more of these slap and pop things, and eventually I will have a cover of the song online. So yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.